We're recording. Oh.
How's my face card?
Declining.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's not.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay.
Okay. So is it filming?
Yes, this should go. Oh, wait, we should label this. We'll start F1. We ready? Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
There. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, let's wait for you to get all settled in.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Wait, okay, before the episode starts, look, my cousin gave me this. Isn't it so cute?
Is that you in the snap?
That's me and my cousin in an elevator.
Aww. How old's your cousin?
He's 1 year older than me. He's 18. I knew I shouldn't show it to you. Okay, so guys, welcome back to episode 2 of Literally Who Asked. We are your hosts, Ashley and...
I'm Dillon. Welcome back to our show where we talk about things that no one wants to hear our opinion on, but we don't care, and we talk anyway. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about a topic very near and dear to my heart. Am I the asshole stories on Reddit. I think these stories are beautiful. I think these are like the best things that have ever come out of human existence.
I think the fact that people have a problem and they decide to go on Reddit of all apps to help to cure it,
like,
and get other Redditors' opinions.
Going on the dark web to ask relationship advice. And I think it's hilarious. I think it's become such a normalized thing in our society. It's like, yeah, keep doing it. Because I'm just reading, I'm like, wow, you are a monster. This is why you came to Reddit to ask your opinion, because you're not a good person. So today we're going to be going over a bunch of stories that I have curated based on the title alone.
Yeah, we haven't read them yet.
Yeah. Raw reaction.
Yeah.
Completely unread.
We're going in bareback. That's like what you use for the for the horses, right?
No.
Okay, well, I don't know what that meant. If that meant something nasty, I'm sorry. But,
am I gonna have to censor that? Or?
Wait, Jamie, what's that mean? Okay, we'll come back to that.
Okay.
But the whole thing is that
we're going in blind.
Nobody wants our advice, but we're gonna give it anyway.
Yeah, that's why we're dressed in
because
our Sunday best. We're dressed nice and blue.
Because we're trying to be therapists.
Yeah,
right.
We do not look like therapists.
We
look like tennis players.
Well,
actually.
I know. We're like challengers.
Oh my god.
Where's my Josh O'Connor and Mike face? And Zendaya.
And Zendaya, all of them.
Put me in the quadruplets.
Make me the fourth.
No, literally.
Girl, make me the fifth. Hello?
We're fighting for the 4th spot.
Oh, okay. So, I'm going to give you a list of numbers, and I want you to pick one. Let me just find the list. Okay. So, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, there's 9 stories. Pick a number, 1 through 9.
Okay, 8.
Okay. Am I the asshole for telling my friend that poverty is not a personality trait? Okay, so let's take our guesses.
Okay, let's take our guesses. Okay, poverty is not a personality trait. So you probably said because you feel like the other person was talking too much about being in poverty. But okay, but I understand that. But if you're hanging out with friends, sometimes you have to go out to eat, go out to places, and if you genuinely don't have the money, you'll be like, oh, sorry guys, like I'm poor, I don't have the money. Yeah. And then for me to be like, oh my god, stop making poverty a personality trait. I think you're the asshole for that.
I'm gonna say the asshole.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, that is what Reddit has marked this person.
Oh, well.
So, the general public has also been in our favor. So let's see. My 15F best friend, also 15F, comes from a very underprivileged background.
Okay, bitch. Pull up to the fight though.
Let me take my chains off.
No, because let me take my poverty chain off.
Let me take my shackles off.
Continue.
Her father is in prison, while her mother is unemployed and on benefits, and she lives in a small council flat with her siblings. She has been working since she was 13 and currently has a job at a fast food chain. Both of us have scholarships to attend a very posh private school. I can already tell you're a bitch. I'm so sorry.
Very posh.
Oh, don't we get posh?
Bitch, you're not dating David Beckham. Calm down.
Oh my god. Okay. I have a regular working class family. My mother's an interior designer and my father works in real estate. Oh, so you're upper middle class.
Okay. My father works in real estate.
Oh, my father's a real estate. Oh, I know that's how you sound. The rest of our friends are middle class or upper middle class. So while I admit that I'll never understand what it's like to walk in my friend's shoes, to a lesser extent, I get what it's like to feel out of place in this environment. Okay, we get it. Okay.
We get it, girl.
We get it.
We're getting down. We're getting what you're putting down real quick.
Yeah,
real quick.
We don't like you. We do
okay,
not.
we have to be unbiased though. Wait till the end of the story. Maybe her friend's like, I don't know.
2 more paragraphs. Let's see. Can you flip it around? My friend constantly makes self-deprecating jokes about how broke she is, and every single time it makes things really awkward, and people try to change the subject. Yesterday, when I was walking to the metro with her and 5 other friends, we stopped by the small coffee shop to get some drinks. While we were walking out, she tripped and grabbed onto me for balance, and I instinctively jumped back, causing her to drop her cappuccino. I apologized for the accident, although I don't really think it's my fault she tripped. She then started asking me to give her £2. Pounds! They are British!
Yeah.
She then asked me to give her £2 and as a payment for the coffee. I refused since I didn't make her trip in the first place. I said, it's only £2, it's not the end of the world. She kept on badgering me about the money and started getting mad over it. She started yelling at me, saying that her family's broke and that she isn't lucky enough to be privileged like the rest of us. I told her that poverty isn't a personality trait and she had to stop using it to manipulate us into doing what she says. Okay.
Is that the end?
She stormed off in anger. Now people I barely even talked to are blowing up my phone because she told everyone I was making fun of her being poor. Am I the asshole? Yes. Yes.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Okay.
Let me just say this. I mean, the incident that you described, okay, so what, she tripped and you pushed her up and then her cappuccino fell. I mean, I don't know.
Okay, I don't know if I think it was she tripped and when she like grabbed onto her, she instinctively like staggered back a little and made her fall. So, yes, that wasn't your fault. Okay. But that's not the problem here.
Okay, I understand that. But I understand maybe why you got angry. Because, like, oh, your friend, like, oh, give me £2.
Give me £2.
I wouldn't tell you that, Dylan. Like, if you, like if I jump
I'm the broke friend in this situation.
I'm the broke friend. Oh, okay,
we're both the broke friend.
We're both the broke friend. I wouldn't be like, give me $2, give me $2. I'd be like, okay, Dylan, it was an accident. Like, honestly, it seems like you guys were already having some problems.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you don't just do that to get mad when they don't want to pay it.
You should. I really feel like, first of all, the person who wrote this, OP, original poster, should not. It feels like you had hatred built up.
Oh yeah.
The tag is actually everyone sucks in this situation. Okay.
Okay.
So I do kind of agree with that because reading through it's like, yes, you are kind of an asshole. You do seem kind of elitist, and now that I know you're British, that's it. I see you as like Queen Elizabeth. This is actually Queen Elizabeth posted this.
Literally.
She was like, Meghan Markle tripped.
I wish she was British when she said posh.
Yes.
Because posh Spice Girls British.
Okay. Oh, that's how that was where you're in.
UK.
The UK.
Girl, are you okay? Cut that out. Okay. Next one.
Cut that out. Cut the cameras.
Is she the asshole or not the asshole? I think you are a bit of an asshole.
Oh yeah.
Did your friend have to do that? No. But also,
I think your friend sucks, kind of, because like, why would you? It is like, okay, you see that it's making everyone uncomfortable and you keep doing it. Because if it says like, oh, everyone in the room gets uncomfortable, I know you know how to read a room, girl. You're not 4. Like, okay, you made the room awkward with a joke you made.
and this is coming from 2 poor people.
Yeah.
Like,
Ignore the background now. This is fake. None
guys,
of this is real.
Baby, this is green screen.
Maybe this is green screen.
Okay, let's do the next one.
Okay. But yeah, everyone sucks. I agree with that.
Okay, you pick a number this time.
Oh, do you want to read it?
Okay, I'll read the next one. Okay, you pick a number.
Scroll.
Oh shit, I
It's
pulled
just
up. Hold on. Okay, you pick a number.
1 through 9. The last one you have to ignore. So just 4.
Okay. Okay. This one is called Am I the asshole for upsetting my daughter on her birthday? Okay, just reading that, let's see. It's been labeled asshole.
Yeah, okay, because here's my thing. If you as a parent are somehow finding a way to be rude to your child on their birthday, that's where I'm like, So let's see. Because I already am like, I don't like that.
This one is really circumstantial, but like some kids can truly be like brats.
Yeah, but
based
on the tag, I'm guessing not.
Yeah, let's see. I'm a mother to 2 kids, Rosalie, 13F, and Jamie, 5M. Rosalie's birthday was yesterday and it was supposed to be a good time, but this happened and now things are tense with my family. Rosalie had plans for her birthday. We were supposed to go to Santa Cruz, but my husband got laid off back in May. And he has a new job, but he didn't feel comfortable taking any vacations since he's still new to his company. She accepted that and made new plans. She wanted to go shopping and spend most of the day at home. I took her shopping and she got a few things. Thankfully, she doesn't have expensive tastes yet.
Oh.
And took her to a movie. However, I ended up changing a few things. When we bought Rosalie her cake, she wanted cheesecake, but she's the only one who likes that in our house. So I made her pick one we could all enjoy and ended up settling for a chocolate cake with whipped frosting, which she ended up not eating because she didn't like it. Okay, that's such an asshole thing to do. Even if no one else in the house likes it, it's literally her birthday.
Yeah.
Like that's like one of the main
It's her birthday cake, and you didn't let her get the flavor she wanted?
Like, think about that when people throw birthday parties and it's like a strange, like people literally get a cookie cake and they're not thinking about like, oh, what if the guests don't like it? Like that day is literally supposed to be suited for the person who's...
Yeah. And I hate cheesecake, but it's my brother's favorite flavor. So for all of his birthdays, we always got cheesecake. And I just sit there and be like, okay, oh wow, well it's not my birthday.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is not looking good for you.
This is not looking good. Is there more?
There's more.
Oh no.
Jamie also got to blow out the candles for... Okay, asshole.
Oh!
Asshole. Have you not seen the videos of all those parents trying to let their children go first, and then the little siblings being like... And not only did you like not stop it, you initiated it. That baby is... Let's see how much...
5.
That baby is
right?
5 months.
No, girl, 5M is in male. That baby is 5. That baby was just born.
To make a baby of 5 months, like that's just you. It doesn't even know what it's doing. That's just you.
That baby is 5 months.
That's all you. That baby did not know what candles are. Okay. So okay, whatever. Okay. Okay. Jamie also got to blow out the candles out first because he doesn't understand that Rosalie's birthday is her day and is too young to understand yet. Okay.
Babel, teach him.
Yeah, teach him. You can't just let him
Teach
walk
that
out.
5-month-old baby.
She was upset with this, yeah, understandable, and said that we made the blowing out candles about him. I reminded her that he can't understand that they're meant for her yet, and she went quiet. She shouldn't have went quiet.
She should have clapped you.
She should have clapped back.
She should have clapped back.
My husband bought out one of those musical candles that plays a song when blown out, and when she tried blowing it out, it didn't work, which upset her even more.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that just sucks.
She's 12, right? That's what it said?
She's 13.
13. Oh, she was 12 and then she turned 13 that day. That's a little girl that you're treating like that. And with that 5-month-old baby, like, put that baby in his place.
Okay. The final straw was the fact that she didn't get any presents. Okay, you guys are evil.
You guys, this is like Harry Potter.
Asshole or super villain?
girl, you're the supervillain. You're raising a supervillain.
Yeah.
This is the story she's gonna tell when she takes a building full of people hostage and blows it up.
The final straw was the fact that she didn't get any. Okay, whatever. I just read that.
Yeah.
Admittedly, we were so caught up in other things that we didn't buy her any gifts. How do you forget to buy your daughter a gift for her birthday?
Like,
No.
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 Absolutely not. I don't know if you were trying to gain sympathy with this post.
Yeah.
Usually
Like,
people-
why would you post this?
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking directly to the person who posted this.
And it's not
why
deleted?
would you? It's not deleted. Usually you'll read these and it'll be like, oh, content deleted at the top. And I'm like, yeah, good, because they read the comments and went, oh, I'm evil, and then deleted the post. But she's sticking to her guns. I kind of respect that. Okay.
But I thought what she bought in town would have compensated for it. Her grandma sent her a present, but she accidentally sent her something meant for one of her cousins.
Oh.
Guys, I'm getting a telephone call.
Guys, I'm getting a telephone call.
Hey Anthony, what's up? I'm in the basement. We're shooting right now, so what's up? No, it's gonna come here hopefully in 3 minutes. Okay, bye.
No, I'm shooting right now, actually.
Right now. Do you want to run a podcast? You know what he said? He said because this is his equipment, we gotta give him a percentage.
Okay.
Okay, so...
We're still recording, right? Okay.
Yes, okay. So she ended up getting upset over the lack of presents and it felt a little entitled. Okay.
I'm gonna read some of the comments on this one because
Yeah.
this is you're evil.
Yeah.
Like
no. That
no.
poor girl. She should have come over here. We would have given her a good birthday.
we would give that girl a great birthday. Come on now.
Eventually, she got upset and yelled at us, saying that her birthday sucked. I reminded her about her shopping spree and movie, and she said that wasn't enough. We had a little back and forth, but now she's grounded and upset with me. Oh, you grounded that girl on her birthday.
I didn't even process
her ass out
it.
of here.
Oh my god, girl, I'm gonna have to call CPS to do a wellness
No,
check.
literally.
Because what's happening?
Put that girl in therapy.
Put that girl in therapy, put these parents on a watch list.
No.
Kill that 5-month-old.
Stop. You know, that's what I was thinking about when I first started reading. That's why I was laughing. Okay. My husband is on my side.
Oh, so you married another villain.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are perfect for each other. But my mother, same grandma that sent her the cousin's present, is angry at me and called me an AH, asshole.
Oh, and
She also wanted to send a new gift, but I told her no because how Rosalie acted and said I would have returned it if she tried. However, I wonder now if I was an asshole. That you're gonna return it if she tried. You're a fucking supervillain. You've created a supervillain?
like, oh my generational supervillainery, like.
I can only imagine how entitled that 5-month-old baby is gonna be.
When that 5-month-old becomes 1 year, oh, that baby's gonna be a nightmare. How much are you teaching him in 5 months that he's already that evil? Oh my god. That would be kind of funny if she was like, tell him that it's wrong. And they're like, girl, he's 5 months old.
Okay, let's read some of the comments. You were definitely the asshole. Okay, so one says, you're the asshole. I'm failing to understand how you don't see her point here. So she doesn't get to go anywhere where she asks to go because your husband got a new job months ago. Even if he couldn't come, why wouldn't you take her? Ooh.
Exactly.
Clock it.
Clock it. Comment that. Clock it.
It doesn't matter that she's the only one that likes cheesecake. It's her birthday. She should get
I forgot about the cheesecake thing.
No, because it's literally just pile on, pile on, pile on.
Every single paragraph, she's like, yeah, and then I did shoot her in the foot on her birthday.
And then we did actually not let her into the house because she...
It was raining, yes, we did lock her outside. I'm failing to see the point here. Why is she so mad?
And it's just so funny because...
What?
No, nothing. I just forgot what I was going to say.
Okay.
I lost my point.
It's so funny.
Oh, here's what he was gonna say. It's because this girl's day, like her birthday's supposed to be one of like her happiest days.
Yeah.
This day was hit after hit after hit.
Like, if this was my birthday, I think it would have been my last. I really think I would just give it up after that. This girl is stronger than I am.
You know what? And this girl's turning 13.
Oh
the age when you
God.
like. No. Okay, but she's a.
It's like she's like starting to go into puberty, and instead of being like, oh, enjoy your last time as a normal person.
I think Papa John's calling me. Hello? Okay, great. I'll come out in a second. Thank you.
I think Papa John's calling me. Hello, Papa John's outside.
Hello, Papi?
Is he at the window? Then he's like, help! Help, Papa John's!
Let's get back to our places, guys.
Okay, guys.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I'll read the next one.
Hold on, we're not done.
What?
I guess we decided that she was the asshole.
Oh yeah, well, her husband, that 5-month-old. Oh, beautiful.
Okay.
All right. Pick a number.
Okay. So we already said 4 and we already said 8. So 3.
1, 2, 3. Am I the asshole for telling my sister-in-law that her side hustle makes her a bad person?
Oh wait, hold on. My starry night phone. Make sure Allison's speaking out. Okay, continue.
Well, that's the title. What do you think? Based off the title alone.
She's a bad person for her side hustle. It depends. What is she doing for her side hustle? Unless the side hustle is like she's an assassin and she's killing people. Like, what could she possibly be doing for extra money that's making her a bad person?
Yeah. Like.
Unless she's
girl,
doing
this was
something illegal.
Well, whatever.
Unless it's like illegal.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If it's illegal, it's like, girl.
Yeah. But I don't know. It's kind of looking a bit bad for you. What does the hack say?
Asshole.
Oh.
Okay. My brother, 33M, and his wife, 30. Oh, I just realized, sister-in-law. So he's talking to his brother's wife. First, I thought it was
It's
sister.
a male?
I think so.
I think that he might be fucking judging a woman, being in a woman's business, and I'm never going to support
Do we even
that.
need to read this one? Girl,
Yeah,
you're a
literally.
man. You're a man.
You're a man, stay out of a woman's business.
Oh my god. She could be an assassin. How about that? Let women have hobbies.
Wait, I think I have an idea of how the story's gonna go though. I think, you know what, she might have like an OnlyFans or something, and because she's married to his brother, he's like, oh, you're a bad person because you're sending pics out when you're married to my brother. And then it's like, but maybe the husband's okay with it though.
Yeah.
Okay, let's read the story. Let's see if I'm correct.
What?
It's not asshole or not asshole. It's like, I'm correct or wrong.
Alright. Yeah. That's actually, it is actually right. Alright. My brother 33M and his wife 30F have 2 young boys, 3 and 1. My wife and I have a 5-year-old son, so over the years we have given them quite a few items that we no longer use / needed. Cribs, clothes, toys, various baby items, etc. Most things were just taking up space in our house, and we knew they would put them to use, so we had no problem giving them away. We visited them a couple weeks ago for their 3-year-old's birthday party. During the party, sister-in-law mentioned that she has been selling off a bunch of baby stuff as a side hustle. Okay. Both she and my brother are the youngest of their families, and she said that they get so many hand-me-downs from their siblings that they couldn't keep track of them all. Her solution was to start selling these gifts off online to make a few extra bucks. She was basically bragging about it. I told her that is a pretty crappy thing to do, considering that these items were given to them as gifts that they willingly accepted and were expected to use. I asked her if they had sold some of the things we had given, and she laughed and said that she was sure she did because we'd given them a lot of stuff. I told her that if I had known she was going to sell those items off, I would have given them away to someone else or donated them to a local nonprofit that helps young mothers in need. She got defensive and told me that it's not like she's making a lot of money off these things, just a few bucks here and there. I told her that the people buying those items are probably the same people who would benefit from getting them for free, and that she's taken advantage of them.
Can I just say something? Okay, you're saying if I knew that you were going to sell them, that I would have given them to other people, like in a non-profit or something. Okay, I'm sorry, but she's still giving it out. She literally said, okay, she's not making a lot of money out of it. She's probably selling it for really cheap. What is the problem? I'm sorry, he's just getting pressed for no reason.
I think he's kind of like, oh, you betrayed me. I gave you a gift and you sold it. Okay, you gave it to me. Like,
also, it's not a gift. You didn't buy something new for her. It's a hand-me-down.
Girl, you weren't using it. You said it was taking up space in our house. You had it for 5 years before that baby was born that you gave it to. 5. Your baby has not needed that crib for like 3 years, and it just sat in your house. Oh, so why didn't you give it away then?
Oh, clock it.
Clock it.
That is such a good point. 5 years it's in your house. I'm not gonna give it to a prophet. I'm not gonna give it to you. It was just hoarding up space, and because she didn't want.
But once a woman sells it.
Oh, but once a woman.
Then it's a problem.
Then it's a fucking problem.
Let women have hobbies.
You're the asshole. You're the asshole.
You're the asshole. You're the asshole. She went off about how hard things are with the economy right now and how they need all the help they can get financially. Mind you, both she and my brother have college degrees and work full time.
Okay, shut up first of all, because you know damn well.
Okay, shut up first of all.
that is not, like, I'm sure they're making maybe just enough, but genuinely, they're not paying people enough, even with college degrees.
They're supporting 4 people. That's a full family.
Exactly.
And one of them's 1 and the other one's 3.
Exactly. Like the formula, the diapers. It's literally known to everyone.
You know how expensive it is. Yeah. Like, come on. I don't like you. I don't like you personally. How about that? Yeah, she went off the hard, blah, blah, blah. I know raising kids is expensive, but they aren't in dire straits. I told her that she probably shouldn't expect us to give them anything else in the future, and I would probably suggest to my other siblings that they refrain from doing so as well, and look into other options for donating things. She got defensive again and told me that she doesn't feel like she's doing anything wrong. I told her she's entitled to feel that way, but my opinion of her as a person is now lesser because of this. She said that selling things they don't use to make a few bucks doesn't make her a bad person, and I told her that considering they were giving her these things for free, it kind of does.
Your logic is so...
It's so insane to me. Like...
It's so unbelievably stupid. I wouldn't even call it logic. You're just saying shit. Okay. So...
I wouldn't even call it logic.
You're saying that because you gave it for free, that makes it... that she shouldn't sell it because it was given to her for free?
Okay, so what did you want to happen?
So it would be okay if she bought it from you and then she sold it.
You wanted her to keep and hoard all this stuff. You want her to be like your storage unit, so you gave her all the stuff you aren't using, so you just throw it at her.
Also, wait, I'm sorry. He's saying, and I'm gonna tell my other siblings to not give her anything. What you over here being messy for? What's wrong with you?
You're not just the asshole, bitch. You're a mess.
Get the hell out of here.
Oh my god. But like, okay, so you want her to keep all that stuff. Her babies are like, oh, now her babies are like your kid's age. And what, you want her to hoard it until another family member has a baby and then give it to them? You want it to be like an endless cycle of just throwing shit at people? Like,
and then by the time it gets like the 5th sibling,
it's like rusted and destroyed.
There are holes in it.
There's no mattress in the crib. They're like, you do need a new mattress. Okay, wait, there's
So you're gonna throw out the thing that I gave you? Oh, okay, asshole.
Oh, okay. He gets mad. He's like, I gave that to my sister-in-law, who gave it to her sister-in-law, who gave it to her sister-in-law, and you're gonna throw it out? Kill yourself. Okay. By the point, other people had noticed our conversation, and my brother stepped in to end the conversation before things got too heated. He told me I should mind my own business, and that if I don't want to give them anything else in the future, that's my choice. But that I took this too far by calling his wife a bad person for selling things they don't use. Okay, let me find just I want to find a small comment, just a short one, just to see if they're like, I hate you, because they should be.
There's one comment and it's from us. Kill yourself.
Okay, please. Okay, they actually replied to this one, so I'm gonna read this. they said, knowing that you and your siblings were all giving, not gifting, it says in parentheses, because that is what it was, her hand-me-downs, you had to think that maybe they were being given more than they could use. Just as these things were taking up space in your house, they are now taking up space in theirs. After you give them all away, you lose the right to say what's done to them. She could she have donated what she didn't want / use / didn't need anymore? Sure, but she decided to sell them, and I'm going to assume she's selling them as used, so not for a huge amount of money. You could have done either of these things too, but you and your siblings just assumed they would need all of your unneeded stuff. Knowing that it's so many of you who want to offload onto her, and that they could realistically only want or need so much of it, it would have made so much more sense to show her what you were looking to get rid of, or ask what she needed, and then tell her to pick what she wants and that you'll deal with the rest. With the rest, you could have found someone else who needed those things to offer them to, donated to an organization / place of worship, or sold them yourselves. It would have been your choice, but you didn't. You gave her all more things than she could actually use in her home, and they were just taking up space in her house. Selling it as is what she decided to do with it. You're the asshole for criticizing her for it. What y'all do in the future, however, is up to you, and they seem fine with that. They replied, the guy, he replied to the, it would have made so much more sense to show her what you were looking to, He said, this is exactly what we did though. My wife and I literally took stuff out of our storage and laid it all out in front of her and my brother before their youngest was born. They looked it over and they took what they wanted. What they didn't take, my wife and I donated to a Mothers in Need nonprofit. And then they replied, so they did take what they needed and you donated the rest, and now and now they're selling off the stuff that's no longer useful / grown out of. I mean, sure, they could have also donated, but they chose to sell instead. That was their choice. Yes. Then a bunch of the comments, someone said, typically the next thing to do is to pass it along to the next mom. We said that as a joke. Are you guys insane? Are you guys? That was a joke. We weren't being serious, guys. Okay.
When they wash the used diapers and they're like, here for your baby.
Guys, it's brown. It's all natural. Okay, so yeah, you're definitely the asshole. In fact, I hate you. So do with that what you will.
If there's any even neutral comments, bye.
Okay. Alright, your turn to read. I'm gonna pick 9.
Okay, so this one is, am I the asshole for claiming to test someone's toothbrush to save myself embarrassment? You guys, honestly, wait. Hold on, I burped. But Dylan, we said in the beginning of this episode that we haven't read any of these stories.
Okay, this is the one story out of all of these that we have read.
We have read this one.
Because this one has such a special place in my heart. I love this story so much.
Should I reread the title or are we done with that?
Okay, reread the title. Just reread it.
Am I the asshole for claiming to test someone's toothbrush to save myself embarrassment?
You guys will never guess where this story is going to go.
We read this in science class, okay? And this had us going for a loop. So let's read it. This weekend, I was at a party. It was my friend's home, and I was staying the night. I had just been on a work trip, so most of my essentials were still in my bag. I'm prefacing this because in my toiletry bag, I do have a little portable vibrator. Okay?
Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind.
As embarrassing as that is to admit, I didn't think to remove it.
Also, keep that in mind.
At the party, a guy was hitting on me, and I was considering going somewhere private with him, but I decided against it. So I excused myself to the bathroom, and that's when I realized I had my toy in my toiletry bag. I decided to use it and get myself a clear mind to not make bad decisions. You see, at this point, I feel like there's so many other things you could have done to get a clear mind. But let's continue. I did what I did quietly and discreetly. I thought. But as I left the bathroom, there were people in the hall, and my friend's roommates asked me what I was doing in there because she could hear a buzzing sound. Without thinking, I said, "Oh, I was just brushing my teeth," and walked away. A few minutes later, she comes over to ask me what I did, as she knows I don't have an electric one. Parentheses, how? So I said I turned my friend's toothbrush on to make white noise so no one could hear me pee. She said my friend's one wasn't charged. Parentheses, how does she know that? I told her she was being really weird and she just kept pressing me in front of everyone. So I lead her and my friend out of the room and told them the truth. My friend found it funny, especially the pea shyness lie. So I thought all is fine. My roommate didn't say anything. And the roommate didn't say anything. I go into the kitchen, get some water, and then walk back out into the living room, and the vibe is so weird. A few girls are giving me girl style looks, and a few guys are looking creepy and leery. And the roommate loudly asked if I had to go and relieve myself again, and people laughed. I heard slut and Bob called out. My friend was angry and ended the party. After the party, the roommate said what I did was gross and disrespectful. My stance is people were doing a lot worse all over the home, but she focused on what I did privately. Since the party, some girls have removed me from socials. I'm starting to wonder if I was the asshole. My friend is on my side, but also just wants the situation over, which will only end if I apologize. I'm wondering now if I should. Okay, look. First of all, this is one of the funniest stories I've ever heard in my life. This is the parentheses. Why does she know that?
Okay.
Okay, go, you go.
Okay. So, first of all, you had your toiletry bag on you as you went to the bathroom. That's alone is a little odd. Okay, maybe it was already there. Sure. You go through it, see your vibrator, you're like, I'm gonna clear my head. Okay, a little odd. Was the girl listening at the door? Like,
did she have a cup at the door?
Cup at the door, against the door, listening.
Because if it's a party, you guys don't have any music playing.
Yeah.
You're not any screaming. Everyone's cup at the door, be like, "What's that pussy stuff? What's that pussy stuff?"
It's like, cut the music.
Cops are here.
Oh my god! And then the two lies she told. That was kind of like, come on, girl.
Yeah.
Come on.
Me covering my own ass, like just spilling out like the most stupidest lies you've ever heard.
Literally.
Oh, I was just brushing my teeth, like randomly at a party.
And then I know you don't have an electric toothbrush.
Ow. That's so funny. Ow. That was kind of weird. I'm sorry, but the friend pressing her was kind of weird.
No, okay. That's a red flag.
Why was the friend pressing her so
How
hard?
did you know what kind of toothbrush she had? How much battery was in her roommate's toothbrush?
Yeah. What if she was actually brushing her teeth?
Yeah.
Well,
like,
I have an electric toothbrush.
Well, no, but she couldn't have been because she knew she didn't have an electric toothbrush. And you know what's crazy? If she knew that, she probably knew she had a vibrator in her bag.
Yeah, right?
Like that?
She was trying to get that bitch busted.
Yeah, no, girl,
Okay.
What did you do to this girl before?
But honestly, that girl isn't a real friend. Because if I obviously don't, I'm not saying I would ever do this in any situation, but let's just say this was you, okay? If you tell your friend a lie, you're like, hey, I was brushing my teeth. You can just go tell her, guys, she's brushing her teeth, stop. But to continue pressing her.
In front of everyone.
Be like, and then for her to be like, oh, I used my friend's toothbrush as a white noise. And then for her to be like, hey, it's not charged.
How did she know that?
Why do you know that? Are you like checking the bristles to see if it's wet or not for when it's last used?
She does it for fingerprints. Oh my god.
It's like, at that point, like, her friend was doing too much, because why didn't you just leave it? Okay, why would you press her so hard? I'm sorry, like, that girl should have beat her with that dead toothbrush. Okay? I mean, at the same time, they were calling her slut and bad.
Right?
She was playing with herself. There was no other people involved. She actually, that's one of the few sexual acts you are actually not a bop or slut for. Okay?
Oh my god. Ooh. Okay. Alright, so what's our final verdict?
Our final verdict is
not the asshole.
You're a freak. You're the freak, but you are not the asshole.
Asshole or freak, girl. You're the freak, please. If she was here, she would have had a grand old time. I'm like, oh yeah, that's your precious charge, girl. We believe you. Oh my god. Oh, why didn't she just turn on like the sink or something? Or some kind of water to make white noise?
Or like, just not do it. Yo, this whole thing is recorded.
Or just don't do it. Oh my god. Okay. Yes. Was a little weird.
Honestly, I'm like, she should have been our friend because we'd been like, girl, that's so weird. Like,
That's so
don't do that
Don't do that anymore. Kind of real. Oh my god. Okay. Ooh.
Okay.
I can't do this.
Wow, everyone's saying you're the asshole.
Oh my god. It's all her roommate's friend on their alt account.
Someone said you masturbated at a party and then lied and said you were brushing your teeth with someone else's toothbrush because you thought that was less gross? Question mark? It wasn't. Ew, you're the asshole.
I'm gonna talk to her. Oh my god. Like,
Oh my god, wait, someone had kind of our opinion. Someone said, definitely get a new group of friends. Even if you were weird, they should have had your back in front of the guests. They should have spoken with you in private on where you went wrong.
yeah. Oh my god. And even a roommate who's on your side, still, they aren't defending you. They just want the situation over and they want you to apologize. Maybe she should apologize because that was kind of weird. But come on. The other girl is weird too. The other girl's checking if the batteries are working on your toothbrush.
No, like what?
The other girl is checking what kind of toothbrush you own.
No, because she literally thought that she was a detective with that.
For no.
Come on the door, checking the bristles.
She said, everyone cut the music. I need to listen.
Okay, okay, wait, there's some people who do agree with this. It said private business, bathroom business is private business, not the asshole. And someone said ESH.
Everyone sucks here.
Okay, it's like you for what you did and the roommate for being so obnoxious about getting the information out. That's so real.
Oh my god, they were like, no, the truth will come out. So, not doing any more picking. We're just finishing 2 more stories. Alright, so...
Okay, Dylan, you have to read this one.
I have to read this one. Am I the asshole for telling my friend off when she said my singing was bad?
Okay, well, let's like decide beforehand.
This one isn't marked.
It's not marked.
This
Okay,
one
so
is,
it's
I
up
think it's
to
a
debate.
smaller story, yeah.
Okay, so you told your friend off because you said you can't sing well. It depends. Is singing your passion? But even then, maybe she's trying to look out for you. Like, do you actually sing really bad?
Like, is singing your passion? Or are you one of those people like, I can sing, like Trina Vega
Yeah.
from Victorious?
Well, she kind of ate that Chicago thing, though.
Yeah. Chicago. I love her.
Okay, so you might be the asshole.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. I, 15M, and my 2 friends, Claire, 15F, and Haley, 16F, were sat in our school's lunch hall, and me and Haley were practicing a high note for the latest song we're doing out for our choir. For context, it's less of a choir and more of a singing group, since we do songs from musicals, and at the moment we're set on doing Mary Poppin Returns. Oh, we're doing a set from Mary Poppin Returns. I haven't been in the past 3 weeks. It's an after-school club. And there's a particularly high note Haley says it would be good to practice since I struggle to hit high notes a bit. Not too much, but apparently she even struggled on this one. And she's a high soprano.
I'm sorry, but you low-key sound like such...
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't like them, but it's okay. Like, okay.
Okay, it's just like, what... I feel like it's just that the problem's gonna be so minuscule.
It feels... I already don't like the pompous feeling attitude. Like,
Yeah. You are quite pompous.
oh, don't make it posh.
We got our best friend here.
Okay. But anyways, so that's what it says. But anyways, comma, so we're that's crazy. That's crazy. But anyways, so we're sat on our table in the canteen.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Where are you from? You need to- you
Australia or Britain or something. The canteen was sat on the table in the
my Polish
canteen.
best friend. And we made fun of all the poverty people on the side of the street. And I'm the asshole.
Well, the asshole for attacking a homeless man. He deserved it. In parentheses. He asked me for 4
The
cents.
Polish friend, how does he know that?
How does he know that?
Continue.
Okay, so we're sat at our table in the canteen, and she's playing the song, and I'm trying to match it, and she's directing me if I'm too low or too high. Now, I've had a scratchy throat for the past few days, so my singing isn't the best, and I know it, and I'll admit it. Okay. I mean, I even said to her before, if it lasts too long, my voice will start cracking, and she said it's fine, and we'll practice sustaining it as well. So, we're minding our business, and I have a... Anyway, we're minding our business, and I have a particularly nasty voice crack right in the middle of the note. Normally, I wouldn't struggle this much, so I'm a bit embarrassed. Obviously, I'm singing quietly as well, so I don't draw any attention to us. So Haley doesn't catch it too well. But Claire does, and she just says that I should rethink this club, which I've been in. Okay. Oh, she clocked you bad. Oh my god.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Honestly, from that it's kind of bitchy of her to do.
That's
He has one voice crack. Wait, okay, why are you guys singing in a lunchroom?
In the canteen.
Oh, they're singing in the canteen? Wait, what's a canteen? Why are you guys singing in the lunchroom? Happy birthday, Grandma. And then you had your voice crack.
And then she
And
said,
now you're embarrassed.
I think you should drop out.
I think so. No, that's kind of bitchy of her to do.
I don't get that. That's so
Because-
funny. That's so
But also, this is just such a Gleek problem. Continue.
Okay. She says I should rethink this club, which I've been in around year 8. So I just say, our teacher put me on the
Year
high...
8, you're fucking British. It's gonna be hard getting us
He
on your
says,
side.
I don't know when Nick and Charlie became Nick and Charlie.
Okay, continue.
My teacher put us on the high part, and I trust her judgment on my singing. I'm just struggling right now because I haven't sung on a higher scale in a while. Normally, I'm more of a baritone or a tenor, but I can definitely reach soprano.
Oh, shut the fuck up. You're such a loser. But I can definitely reach soprano.
I can definitely reach soprano. But she keeps interrupting me and telling me, in her words, I'm doing shit. It gets to about the 5th time, and I get mad at her and tell her to go away because she's annoying me, and she doesn't do anything about singing, and she can't even sing. Plus, I need to practice for this note for the end of the week, so I'm not massively behind everyone else. She gets annoyed and tells me I'm a bad person, but I don't think I am. She was adding unnecessary comments I didn't need when I was already struggling.
Okay,
Here's this comment I just said right underneath it does explain it pretty well. You're the asshole for singing around people who don't want to hear it.
and not singing well.
You can't just sing quietly. You're not the asshole though for your reaction to your friend. That I do kind of agree with.
Yeah.
Your friend is obviously some kind of Harvard, like they don't like you already for some reason. There's a comment and they replied to it, and their reply has -15 likes. So they had gotten downvoted 15
That's
times.
crazy. And now it's 16?
And now it is.
Okay,
Okay, info. You say you're singing in the lunch hall. Do you mean while it's empty, or are you doing this while others are trying to eat their lunches?
I love how everyone got hung up on that comment. Why
Yeah.
are you singing in a canteen?
Okay. Or while people are trying to eat their lunches and may not want to hear people belting out their singing practice. Okay. This is what they said. I don't know if I mentioned, but I was trying to be quiet. We were going to grab a practice music room, but they were all taken. I felt bad about it, but I did need to get it right. But yeah, Lunch hall was pretty crowded though. I
Can I read the rest?
Yes, it's the one I have disliked.
I can assure you we were a lot quieter than the people screaming at each other. We were trying to be respectful and keep our voices down. I asked some of our other friends after, and they couldn't hear us from the table over. That's still incredibly obnoxious. Yeah, that's fair. I guess I didn't notice how obnoxious it was before.
Oh my god. Okay.
Someone said everyone sucks here. Her for the rude comments, you for singing practicing the lunch hall. Okay, I feel like we're correct.
Yes,
Okay.
we're correct. I hate you, in fact.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you are not Leah Michelle. You are not Rachel Berry. You can...
No, you are.
No, you
have
are
that,
actually.
You have that obnoxious ass.
No, you
personality.
are Rachel Berry. That's the problem.
We'll hand you a paper and you can't even read it. Okay, next one.
Okay.
I'm gonna read the next one.
Yeah. This one
Okay. Am I the asshole for not giving my daughter a car for her 16th birthday and cutting her off financially?
Okay, when I read this title when I saved it, it literally gave me whiplash. Because I was like, okay, you know, some kids are like, oh, I want a car when I get my permit when I turn 16, da-da-da. You cut her off financially?
Yeah, that's insane. At 16, you're not even an adult.
She's not even close to being an adult. In fact, there are 2 full years left. And even then, you're gonna cut her off the second she's legally an adult? Do you hate her? Do you hate your
Literally.
child?
The tag is asshole.
Is anyone surprised?
Is anyone shocked? Okay, let's get to it. I, 48M, it's a father saying this.
Oh my god, what is up with men and just hating their daughters? I can't do this.
Have a daughter, Lisa, 15F, for my first marriage. I am not particularly on good terms with her mother, and Lisa unfortunately became an outlet for her resentment towards me, which ended up souring our relationship massively. Lisa is a good person, but unfortunately she takes after her mom in terms of demeanor and often acts rude and entitled. Okay, to say that about your daughter is kind of insane. It seems like you're saying that she's an outlet for resentment towards you, but it seems like you're having a bunch of resentment towards her because she's like her mother.
Oh, okay. So what I'm getting from this is, I'm not gonna say hate, I don't know if you hate your daughter, but you very obviously dislike your daughter because she reminds you of your ex-wife. That is horrifying. That is terrifying. To know that someone can think about that like about their child? What?
And well, I mean, let's see. Does she deserve all those rude comments? Let's see.
Oh my god.
A few years ago, I married again. Lisa decided to not attend my wedding, and she said a bunch of hurtful things to my then fiance Rosemary, 38F. Since then, our
38?
F.
And he's what?
He's 48M. That's 10 years. Damn, that's.
Oh my god, I thought he was 45. I was like, okay, that's not that big of an age gap. Oh.
Okay, wait, but he said this was years ago, and so his fiance's probably 38 right now, and then years ago he was younger and she was also younger than 38.
So he was 38 and she was 28.
No.
If it was years ago?
No, like right now she's 38. Right, so if it's years ago.
Oh well, they were still they still.
They still have 10 years. Okay.
I was like, okay, Ashley, okay.
Cut that out. Okay.
Cut that out.
The whole point is like, if it was years ago, right now it says my daughter Lisa 15F. She was probably younger. She was probably like 13, 12. You can't expect them to have a perfect reaction.
Oh my god, I didn't even realize that.
Like,
so, if years prior you got married, I hope he gives us a number. I really hope he gives us a number. If he doesn't, still, that's horrible.
Okay. Since then, our relationship got even worse. When Rosemary and I welcomed our son a year and a half ago, Lisa sent me a text saying that since I have my perfect baby now, I should stop pestering her and trying to play family with her. It hurt me deeply, and I ended up distancing myself from her, though I kept sending her $100 a month as her allowance. Look, you're the father. Why are you guys acting like you're at the same playing field? She's a hurt 14-year-old.
Like,
Like,
what?
like a child is gonna say a bunch of things when they feel hurt. But you as the adult have to be more mature and be able to see, oh yes, she's hurt. I'm having a new baby. I don't spend time with her. But instead you're like, and then I ended up distancing myself from her. Are you 12?
He was like, I just had to remove myself from the toxic situation.
Girl,
that's a child. That's your child.
I had to protect my peace. Dillon.
OMG. Anyway, we have camera audio.
Yeah, we have camera audio.
We have camera audio.
Okay. Okay. Recently, we had an unplanned addition to our family, so mistake. I'm just playing. A blessing. Long story short, Rosemary's sister, who wasn't a good parent to start with, terminated her rights over her son Blake, 17M. 17 months? Rosemary and I decided...
That would be a year.
Rosemary and I decided to take Blake in. Unfortunately, a few years ago, Blake got into a horrible car wreck that left him permanently disabled. Luckily, he can somewhat walk and doesn't need 24/7 assistance around the house. But that's about it. Blake is an amazing person and he quickly became a part of our family. I decided to give the $100 allowance to Blake instead. He was beyond happy and grateful. I also made a hard decision and gave him a car.
Okay.
It's like, okay, I think it's a nice thing to do.
Yeah.
He loves him like the son. He accepted his family.
But that's weird.
No, but like, I understand that he has a connection with him. I'm just saying that it wouldn't make sense why she's upset. The fact that you guys have such a distant, and now she has to see you being so close to this other kid.
Taking in another kid that isn't even yours. And you know, it's not like he was like 3 and his mother terminated the rights. So first of all, how the hell do you terminate the rights to a 17-year-old grown man? Like, what? You're like, get out of my house. And he's like, I was going to. I mean, like...
Oh, he's 17 months?
Is that problematic to say? Guys, am I going to cancel?
Okay, guys, let's continue. Okay, now it's Blake's car and he absolutely loves it. He really needed a car because... Oh shit, wait, hold on. Okay, it's a 22 Cadillac Escalade and I was planning on getting rid of it this year anyway since Lisa is turning 16 in a month and I wanted to gift it to Lisa. So the car was literally initially a gift to his daughter. You can't just go back on your word from that. You got your hopes up for what?
I'm like actually like in shock right now.
Now it's Blake's car and he absolutely loves it.
Now it's Blake's car.
Oh yeah, you love it too, don't you? He really needed a car because his mobility issues don't let him get around easily anymore, and it changed his life massively. No, like I don't hate Blake. I don't think he's a problem in the situation.
Yeah.
You know, I like that you did all that for Blake. I'm just saying
Blake didn't do anything wrong. It's just
your daughter
picked him over your actual daughter. Like.
Let's see this. Of course, Lisa didn't like it, and she realized that she wasn't getting any allowance. She called me and asked what's wrong. It was the first call I received from her in a year, if not more. I explained that now when my family had expanded, I'm not having enough money. I'll still be sending her mom the child support payments as per court agreement, but she shouldn't expect anything extra. She asked me about the car since she knew about my plans on giving her a car. I told her that now the situation has changed and I no longer could give her a car. I'll admit, what I said next was probably asshole-ish of me.
Oh no.
Since I told her that I have now 2 children to play family with and asked her to stop pestering me. You're a grown-ass man. You're pushing 50.
You're a grown man dating a woman 10 years younger than you and you just took in her sister's kid. I feel like, first of all, there's a lot going on here that we don't know that isn't really being explained to us. Definitely. Yeah. There's definitely a lot of details 100%. Left out. Even with the details that we have, we can tell you are not a good person.
You're an asshole. What the? I'm sorry, but like my dad's like 50. He would like I can't even imagine him saying something so petty. Like you're a
How are you being petty
man.
to a 16-year-old girl?
You're a grown-ass man having beef with a 16-year-old. Who's your daughter?
Who is your daughter?
Okay, this caused her to blow up completely to the point she got her mom to call me and scream at me. And so did her new husband. And when I say they ate, what then?
They
threatened to sue me. Lisa said she'll go no contact and so on. I brushed off the threats, especially since Rosemary is a lawyer and I made my peace with poor contact with Lisa years ago. That's so sad. He won't even fight for his daughter. He's completely
Literally
given up on her.
Such an awful. He has new kids, so he doesn't need his old one. That's sick.
They also managed to write a few mean comments to Rosemary and Blake, and this is what got me wondering whether I was the asshole here. Okay, they shouldn't have done that because they are not the problem. You're the problem. You're the grown-ass man acting like...
And dare I say, they did kind of eat that.
What? Sending the mean comments to Rosemary and
Who
Blake?
said that?
I don't think they ate that.
I don't think they ate that.
Okay, everyone's saying that you're the asshole. You're the adult and you haven't acted like that for basically her entire life. Oh, clock it.
Good.
She was what, 10, 11, 12 when you divorced? She takes after her mom, aka I did absolutely no parenting, and I'm shocked she acts like the parent who actually raised her. Oh my god. This doesn't even have upvotes. This has 3 claps.
Wait, what? Not the... Okay, well, first of all, there's a 24.1 thousand upvotes, and then 3 claps. Can I send a clap? You can hate that. You can clap it. She was 7.
She was 7 when they divorced. Okay.
In the end, definitely the asshole. I don't like that guy.
Yeah, you suck.
You suck. You're awful. I hate you. And I tell me why I have this gut feeling that... Because here's my thing. I think the reason I'm so hung up on the age gap is because it was his second wife. That's why I'm like, I know you met someone younger and you were with your wife. I would not be surprised if he knew her beforehand. Because that's usually the case.
Wow, he's not even focusing on the story anymore. He's going deep.
I'm going deep, girl. You probably knew her, and I think you're a villain, and I think you're evil.
And you know what? I agree. I think the fact that you can do this and talk about like your own daughter this way is absolutely disgusting. And don't call yourself a father.
Yeah. I feel like Wendy Williams right now.
I know.
Death to all of them!
Proud if you agree with us.
Okay. Alright, well that is the end of this episode of Literally Who Asked.
Yes, thank you for sticking by us. If you watched this whole thing, crazy.
This is gonna be like 30, 40 minutes.
I know, this is gonna be an episode.
This is gonna be a very long episode. Okay.
And I guess we'll see you guys on next episode.
Yeah, we'll see you next episode. And remember, whenever you watch us, remember to ask the question, literally who asked?